Alright guys, so I've just finished cleaning the laptops and stuff like that, so I just thought I might as well go through everything again. Kind of like a my setup video, while everything's clean and out. A lot of people talk about the packaging that they keep from Apple, so I just thought I would give you a rundown of all the boxes that I still have. And these are on my shelf and just above my desk in the living room here, and it drives Vicky crazy. But there's my iPad box, just there. The one beside it's a Mighty Mouse iPhone. The one underneath it there is for an airport card that came from my iBook G3. iPod Touch, the black box there is for an old iPad case. The one beside it there is for the base station. Snow Leopard iLife. And then under the desk, which is an absolute mess, we have my iMac box. Inside there's two laptop boxes. Over there's my MacBook box. Upstairs I've got my iMac G4 box, and inside there's a MacBook Pro box and the iBook box as well. And then just there is a load of Apple magazines, and that's not even a quarter of them. Inside all of those drawers there's magazines as well, and then upstairs I've got a wardrobe full of Apple magazines, which is just it's another thing of mine that drives Vicky crazy. And she's got every right to be as well. I mean, like, these things should be put away better. Okay, so here is my Apple PowerBook G3. When this came out, this was kind of like the last series, the last model in this series. It was one of the higher spec ones. It had a DVD drive, CD rewriter, bronze keyboard, airport card, Ethernet, that type of thing, and I just happened to love this particular model, which is why I bought it. This was second hand, but it came to me in near enough mint condition, boxed and everything, which is why I bought it. And I still use it. You know, when I'm sat at my desk, I put Twitter or something like that on it. Moving over here is my iMac G4. Now, I think anybody who's a Mac fan, or even not necessarily a Mac fan, they love this iMac. This is a 17-inch iMac G4. Just there you can see 3 Western Digital external hard drives. So we'll go from the silver one. The silver one is attached to the airport base station, and I think that's a 500 gigabyte one. The one in the center is my Time Machine, and the kind of matte finished one is got my iTunes library on it, and I've also just recently moved my iPhoto library over to it. So that, I think that's a 1 terabyte or 2 terabyte. There's also a Western Digital, there's another one behind there, behind the iMac, and it's a 1 terabyte as well. But I'm running out of room on my desk here. So then we move down here. These headphones were a gift from Vicky at Christmas. I'd asked her to get me some Skullcandy ones, but the ones I wanted weren't in the shop, so she got me these instead, and I'm really happy she did, because sound quality wise I've heard the Skullcandy ones since, and these are much superior than Skullcandy, in my opinion, of course. Vicky's MacBook. This is not a unibody one. This is one of the first MacBooks, the white MacBooks that had the Intel Core 2 Duo processor. Moving over here we have the Apple base station. I couldn't do without this, guys, because all the computers that are in my house, the iMac G5 upstairs and the iMac or Mac Mini and stuff like that, they're all connected through this one way or the other. And it's been completely fantastic for me. The iPad, don't need to talk too much about that. The MacBook Air, this machine came out under a lot of criticism whenever it first came out, and for me, I love it. Couldn't be without it. But then again, it serves me quite well, because my back and all the problems that come with me, it's really, really light. Moving up here, we've got my iMac, and then attached to the iMac we have a 24-inch LG monitor. Now, I really wanted to go out and buy an Apple external monitor to go onto the iMac, but I just couldn't. Well, I could afford it at the time, but I wanted to spend my money on other things like laptop and things that I needed at the time. One day I would love to have an Apple, a 24-inch Apple monitor sat there, but who knows. Okay, so going back down here, we have the speaker system is Miglia or something like that. It comes with 2 satellite speakers, one there and one behind the iPod. It's not the best speaker system in the world by no stretch of the imagination, but it does alright. My iPod Touch, Vicky's iPod Nano. For some reason I can't for love nor money buy her a new iPod Nano. She doesn't want one, she doesn't want an iPod Touch or anything like that. She loves this little iPod, and she just takes it everywhere with her. This was Neve's iPod Nano. As you can see there, we got all the kids inscribed. There we go. This Nano was a gift from somebody very special to me, so thank you for that. That person knows who they are. The pink iPod Nano is Amelia's, that's our youngest daughter. It's an 8 gig, and this one over here is my son's. They've got inscriptions on the back of them as well, which is a fantastic service Apple provide. This is my I think it's a 500 gigabyte My Passport, Western Digital My Passport. Cracking little external hard drive there, you know, just slip it into your bag, take it anywhere with you. This is the iPod that black box came in, so you know, look at the packaging now. A lot of people didn't like this iPod because of the buttons here, and then the click wheel just came and completely replaced it. This is an old iPod Classic as well. This is a 60 gig, I think. We do have another one, but it's a friend of ours is using it at the minute. This is an old Samsung L600 6 megapixel camera. I just use it for sometimes making videos or whatever. This is my iPhone. Over here we have a 4 gigabyte USB stick. Here is a 3 dongle for going online and stuff like that. I bought that before I bought this. This is my MiFi. This is fantastic. I love this, guys. Then down here we have my Apple remotes. A wired keyboard, which is, I have that hooked up to the iMac, although I don't need it. I have software which I can use this wireless keyboard, but it's just when I'm typing, there's certain characters are not recognized on the iMac because it's a G4 and it's running Leopard. So I just have that in for I don't know, just it's easier. And it's got a wired Mighty Mouse attached to that as well. Then I've got my wireless keyboard and wireless mouse, Mighty Mouse. I haven't got the new Magic Mouse yet, but it's not really something that's on my list right now. This is the PowerBook G4 that I was showing you. This used to be Neve. She's got a MacBook Pro now, and that's pretty much all there is there on my desk. Now obviously whenever I'm working here, this isn't here. This is up in Amelia's room. Amelia now uses this, my youngest daughter, and the MacBook, that's Vicky's, and she normally uses that. I just thought I'd show you as well while we're here all the books that I'm reading at the minute. Okay, so these are just iPhone, iPod books. I'm halfway through these, Learn C in the Mac and the iPhone Development. The iPhone Development book's really good. I've read that book, Icon, for Steve Jobs, and I'm sure a lot of you have read these books. These are fantastic books. Mac OS X Leopard, got that ages ago. It's really it's quite useful. All these books that are in this Missing Manual range, you know, by David Pogue, I think they're really good. Apple Confidential is a cracking book, and Cult of Mac, that's just amazing. I love that book. Now this one, these two here, these are I'm actually sitting an exam for this one first of all, which is the Mac 101 exam. This is the server exam. This is the next one up, but there's some discrepancy as to whether I have to actually sit the course before I can do the server one, because they're saying that you need more practical experience with the server before you can, you know, rather than just reading the book and sitting the exam. I don't think you're allowed to do that. The exam centre that I'm going to is looking into this for me. Mac OS X, that's just like a little handbook thing that I bought ages ago. And then my little iBook G3. I love this little thing, still use this. You know, this reminds me of all the the you know, basically this was the thing that got me into Macs. But you know, I look at my Macs now and the way I treat the Macs, and probably most of you do, and you know, I look at how the person, look at these big scorch marks right in the side of it. I know, you know, everybody doesn't have to treat their equipment the same way, but you know, it's just a shame to see a Mac looking in this condition. It's terrible. So I've done the best I can in restoring it and getting it clean and stuff like that, but it still works. And that's it, guys. That's everything. Okay, see you all later. Bye.